Oh, my God, it's finally back. Yes.
And that was a smooth transition, my brother.
It was
smooth, baby.
Testing
like
it
he
out.
hasn't missed that in 3 weeks.
I haven't.
All right,
practicing all week.
Oh, baby. Peter turned his microphone off. I don't know why. He just knocked the camera down, and there she goes.
Well, at least we can redo the podcast.
Yeah, we're gonna talk and keep talking while you can't see us. Oh, baby. You got the... Why would you? That's going to be the clip of the week is us, the 10 seconds that they got to see of your grass patch that hasn't been mowed in months.
This is like a week.
Nah, it's months. We could get Dave from Elmwood Park out here with the special tape measure to measure it.
That's why I'm glad to be a Chicagoan.
Yeah, that's true. You don't get fined for not mowing your lawn.
They don't give a shit out.
They don't.
They got real problems here.
Yeah. They got other issues besides your grass to deal with in this city.
There's nobody taking rulers to my grass.
Yeah. Or special rulers.
I'm letting it grow a little here, Chris. You know, get it up a little bit, and then I'll cut it tomorrow. You know,
You'll cut it tomorrow.
Not trying to take too much.
You're just hoping it rains tomorrow, so they.
No, it's early in the year. You got to let it grow a little, Chris. Got to let the seeds. You know, you feed your lawn and you seed it. You know.
You gotta seed it.
You gotta seed it.
You're trying to help with the CO2 emissions in the world.
Exactly.
Let your grass grow, eat it up.
I think we should turn this thing a little bit.
You are
and that might help Peter out a little bit.
You're environmentally friendly there, Pat.
I'm drinking cans. You know.
Yeah. You're the man. You're doing your part, Pat. We appreciate that. And if Peter doesn't get done with the camera so I can stop talking to you,
make my own fertilizer. I make my own fertilizer, you know, it's great.
All right, so the problem was my headphones were garbage. They were too tight. And then I pulled that down. And Pat's right, we probably should just restart, but we're not going to. Because that's the type of podcast we're here. So I mean,
we're only 30 seconds in. It's not like last time we were an hour and we did it.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. Ladies and gentlemen, check out.
Are we recording?
Yeah, we were recording.
Are we
we're done recording up there.
Yeah, 2 minutes and 11 seconds in already.
All right, awesome.
We're off to a rousing start here.
Yeah.
Well, this podcast has had some issues lately.
This podcast is just getting off the rails again.
Peter and I are on the
the whole bit of the story.
Rocking back,
Ladies and
baby.
gentlemen, thank you again for joining us here on a beautiful Saturday night. And it is a Saturday. It is a beautiful Saturday.
Finally.
Chris,
not night as you can tell, but it is Saturday.
Well, you know what? It's 4 o'clock in Chicago, so it's not so
it's
bad.
5 o'clock somewhere.
It's getting close. And talking about 5 o'clock, Pat, you know what? We'll bust out the Italian ice. It seems like Katrina didn't want one, huh? It's a little warm, so maybe she doesn't.
She can't really hear me.
Oh, yeah. Well, she's just ignoring you because we all do
Probably
that.
a little both.
Probably a little bit of both. Okay, a little column A, a little column B.
Yeah.
A little column C. A little column C.
She does it with me, you know. It's a blessing and a curse for her.
Fair enough.
Okay, we're gonna pass.
We're gonna pass them down. I like it.
Okay.
Be a gent.
All right.
Italian ice.
What's wrong with it? You know, this might be the first podcast though that we do not have any Coors Light here. We might have to run back and grab one because if we're ever going to get sponsored, every podcast has got to probably have a Coors Light on it.
I mean, I like Italian ice like every once in a while. Not something.
So let's see how it is. So me and Chris today, gemming it up today. I got to be careful with this cord. I'm all corded up, mixed up. My headphone cord is not long enough. I might have to steal Chris's or Pat's.
Interesting.
Okay, give it a little shot here.
It's almost like a little sour, but not quite soury.
Okay. I'm watching you guys.
This is not a beer that you would drink a lot of, I don't think.
Yeah, this is garbage.
I don't know if it's garbage.
I wonder if it would be a little bit better if it wasn't like
if it was
on the verge
warm.
of being if
it was cold.
It's too lemon though. It's too lemon to me. I'm not a big lemon guy.
It's a little sour. It's almost like borderline sour. Like
it is. They call it a citrus lager fruited with Meyer lemon. Light and bright and refreshingly citrusy.
Every time,
just like the tasty treat it's named for. Thanks, guys.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to get comfortable here. It's not working.
It's
not working.
I'm about to walk off.
Just sit down on the ground, all right?
Pat's stupid lawn is too wavy right now. Too much grass in there, so I couldn't get that in right. And now it's all types of crazy.
Anything else you want to complain about?
Yeah, I do actually.
We're about to leave this podcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for joining us here for a beautiful Saturday night.
You let us know what you're doing.
As my good friend, who sings Chris? Who sings Parking Lot Party?
Lee Bryce.
There's nothing like a pregame party.
There isn't. What are we pre-gaming this week?
Me and Chris have, so on Sirius, they have a country station that goes back to the classics of
the 20,000s.
Yeah, 20,000s, 2010s, and the 90s. The 90s. And a lot of classics, Pat. And one of them was Lee Bryce Parking Lot Party.
They got Peter in the fields.
Oh, God. And as my boy Lee Bryce said, ain't no party like a pregame party.
I think he said parking lot party, but okay.
Hey, Pat.
Yep.
Nobody likes a smartass.
Okay.
Thanks, Chris.
You're welcome.
So, the pregame today is Well, it's Memorial Day weekend, and I think we should take a moment. Thank you.
For the troops.
And for the troops. We always sing about
For
the
the
troops.
troops.
And so me and Chris started the day with a beautiful 10-mile run called Soldier Field 10 mile. He
You
10K.
did 10.
He did
I
10K.
did 6.2.
It just dawned on me why they do the Soldier Field run on Memorial Day weekend, though.
Yeah.
Pat, you are one of the smartest guys I've ever met, by the way.
Just dawned on me.
Yeah. Real.
My favorite thing is I think they played taps, and then after taps they're going to do a moment of silence, and about 50 people in the back of the stadium were clapping after taps was over and did not observe the moment of
It
silence.
looked like there was a lot of dudes in the race. Was that just more the Snapchats you guys sent me earlier?
Yeah, a lot of dudes.
Oh, there's a bunch of dudes.
A lot of
It
dudes.
looked like more dudes than like, usually it's a bit 50-50 ratio there.
No, this is not. No.
No.
Definitely looked like a heavy dude race in this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. A lot of people did not
A
run
lot
this
of
one
dudes sweat out there, Pat.
A lot of man sweat.
A lot,
Yeah.
lot of chasing men this time. Not a lot of chasing ladies.
A lot of chafing nipples and.
I mean, I was following this old guy this whole entire time. It was glorious.
Yeah, I fought 2 old guys, too. It sucked. They beat me. I was pretty upset at myself.
They're like, you'll never get this. Peter's like, I'm gonna kill you.
Wait till after. One dude had Silver Fox. This dude, probably 50s, 60s, looking great for his age. Not an ounce of sweat on him. I was praying to the Lord, baby Jesus, to get hit by lightning.
I probably was sweating before the race started.
Dude, there was one guy that beat me, too, that looked like you they had just taken a shower. I was like, God damn, him and Pat have to come from the same genes. It's impossible that they don't.
Well,
It's fair.
Be afraid, Peter. I can beat you. That means
No, probably not.
deep down there somewhere.
Pat, you're never going to beat me.
Pat, you would need a scooter and a bicycle to beat him.
Pat, I needed a joke, and that was a good
I'm
one.
gonna rent my bird scooter, and then I'll get out of the containment zone, and I'll be able to finish the race.
That's what I like about you, Pat. God, this sucks. This is so terrible.
Yeah, somebody go get a Coors Light. This is
Where's
Why?
Where's
Thank
Pepsi?
God Joe
Where's-
bought this.
Where's Pepsi when we need him to go get us some beer?
Yeah, they got Joe. So Joe, again, ladies and gentlemen, as you can tell, we were a 3-man weave today.
Actually, Joe's off camera. He's just
Oh yeah,
not
Joe.
allowed to
Joe,
speak.
come on in. Joe, unfortunately, had some things to do today, and but he, as a salute to the troops, bought us these beers, and he probably knew these were going to be garbage, and he's like, "Oh, let me get these guys the worst beer they've ever had," and it's pretty up there.
Yeah, that's not good.
There's got to be a little sweet to it. It can't be all lemon.
It is very sour.
They call it a citrus lager, and it does taste more like a citrus type beer than like an actual Italian IPA.
Like a sour, like you said.
Yeah,
it's,
sour.
it's legitimately a sour.
Yeah, it's a sour lager, which I don't know if that was a thing.
Yeah, I don't think.
And
that
now
was-
you know the rest.
Only 4.2% alcohol though. So
Yeah, that's kind of nice.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So I could just down this and I won't be so bad.
Yeah.
But I have so ladies and gentlemen. So again, we started the 10 mile. We started Soldier Field 10 mile. Chris did a tremendous job to finished the 10K in under an hour. Tremendous.
Nice.
Tremendous.
Have you done a 10K previously?
Yes,
What
That's
was
his
your
second,
previous
right?
time?
I think last year I was pretty close in my times. I think it was like at 56:50, so I was at
So
57.
you were under an hour last time then too.
Yeah, so I was at like 57:13 this time. The best one I did was in November when we did the hot chocolate. I did the 10K there, and I think I was at like just over 55 minutes.
Nice. Congratulations, Chris.
Thank you.
We're so proud of you, Chris. You're a badass. So then after that,
I'm not the badass here.
So after that, we decided to go for brunch because we always do a brunch. Nice little breakfast is to treat yourself.
Treat yourself.
And we go to Logan Square. Beautiful. Wow, that's a big pigeon. Jesus. Sorry, that ADHD here. That gave us. I hope that comes in on the video.
It's gonna come back and crap in your head.
Well, it's good luck though. I've had one pigeon crap on me once though.
I don't think Jackie Robinson would appreciate someone crapping on his
I
head.
don't think so either.
Well, we'll have to call. Well, in the next life, we'll ask him. But so we go to brunch, and a perfect brunch place. Nobody's in there.
Where'd you go
Food's tremendous.
The Harding Tavern
In Logan Square.
on Diversity in Milwaukee.
Chris had 2 beers. So we actually had 2 beers. You know what's funny? They were giving away Bud Light after the Soldier Field. And everybody's making the joke. This is how they're getting rid of all the Bud Light. Because legitimately, Bud Light is
Buying
their
back
sales.
beer.
Huh?
They're buying back their beer because it's getting past like the expiration date, and they're buying.
Yeah,
it back.
Joe was talking about it where he was at like he either saw like an article or something where everything was sold out and there's like maybe like a case of Coors Light and some Miller Light and the whole entire fridge was stocked with Budweiser and Bud Light. Like nobody's buying it.
I mean, at Wrigley Field, they're buying Bud Light still. You'll see today.
Well,
Yeah.
we'll get on to that last week and the fun that we had. But you know what's funny? I'm a little nervous that Augusta could knock this camera over.
No, will be the first time.
Yeah. Touche. So, we got free Bud Light. And the Bud Light was actually better because we got some, always, this happens to me to Joe, every time we do a run. People see us and they're like, yeah, these guys are alcoholics.
Oh, absolutely.
So let's get them our beer tickets. So we got a couple beer tickets. We all got a Coors Light, and the Coors Light was definitely stale. So it was like hit or miss on it.
It wasn't as good.
And they were the big boys, Pat. So at 10:30 after a run, you have nothing in you, feeling pretty good.
Should have shotgunned it.
Oh, no chance.
Then we go to brunch. Brunch is great. I had a mimosa. Felt like kind of actually with the glass they gave it into me, I kind of felt like a pansy.
Gave him in a champagne flute.
Yeah, it was not great.
And a flute.
Yep. And then so what? We're 3 drinks in. Great breakfast. We all decide afterwards to go. Everybody goes their separate ways. Goes nap it up, and then me and Chris go to Mayfest in Ravenswood and down some pretty not great beers either. My Hefeweizen was flat and watery.
The Kolsch was good.
Okay, so
That
Chris
was
got one good beer.
I got one out of the 2.
And then we got their American Lager, and that was dog. And now we're on to
Absolute garbage.
Hopwell. So
Yeah.
welcome to the Saturday Night Pregame Podcast, where all we do is complain.
Yeah, we're pulling a Pat Lynch today. So if you can't get Pat Lynch to do it, you can take mine
we'll
and
just do
Peter's
it
turn this
ourselves.
time.
I
Yeah,
haven't complained anything once so far.
pretty much. Yeah.
It's a little surprising. Joe's not here. Pat doesn't complain.
Maybe just Joe brings it out of me.
Maybe.
Or maybe yeah. And but yeah, so it's been a great day, Pat. So the pregame goes to, on all that roundabout of our day, comes to here to do our Saturday Night Pregame podcast that we love. You can check us out on Instagram and Twitter at Podcast SMP. You can email Pat Lynch at the SMPpodcast@gmail.com.
Still holding his breath for one of those emails.
Just one. We're asking for one, ladies and gentlemen. And then you can, of course, do us a favor. If you're watching this from YouTube, hit that like, subscribe, and ring the bell, baby.
Ring the bell.
Because, like my boy says, Lee Bryce says, there ain't no party like a pregame party.
I like the can. It looks like the fridge I bought for Winnemac. The one.
Yeah, it does.
I think these are all they're all the same cans though, aren't they?
But this is different. Little inlay on it. Little lines.
Little peanuts on there. Yeah. Little Cheeto poofs.
Yeah. Little rat droppings.
Too soon.
Jesus.
So last week, if this is your first time listening to the Saturday Night Pregame podcast, first of all, where you been? We're at episode 138.
Yes, we have done this 138 other times.
Yes, and our livers.
I binge watch a couple of them. They're great.
Yeah, they really are. Last week was, you know what? Last week and you could see it up.
The first one was golden. I mean, that was gold, and the second one wasn't as great.
Oh, first one. No, I thought the second one was good.
Second one.
So,
ladies
and gentlemen, 137. Man. You could click it right here. It's going to say, "Hey, 137, you idiot! Look at it."
We call our listeners idiots.
Oh, no, you got to. They're pre-gamers.
Gotta let them know.
Yeah. Check it out. This is a restart podcast. So we started last week. We did 30 minutes and had to restart the whole thing.
It was great.
And the podcast still was tremendous afterwards. I actually really enjoyed that podcast. I was so scared.
We got a tight 45 after we got the crap out of it. We cut it down to the crap out of there. We knew it's a cut down.
Yep. It was a great practice run.
Yeah. We should do that every time. We just do a podcast and then just do a better podcast. And we can splice them together and see which one's the best.
God, I do not. I hope you got to give this one to Katrina. You can have that.
I don't think she'll like this, actually.
Why not?
I don't think anybody should like this
if
one.
It tasted more like Italian ice, she'd like it, but it doesn't taste like Italian ice.
I wonder if those guys laughed at us for buying these when we were in there. So, the reason we got
I'm pretty sure any beer we would have gotten there, they probably would have laughed all the way to the bank.
So when we went, the reason that was the whole workaround to get to this. We on the way out of the brunch, Pat, we're walking past this place, and Chris goes, "Hey, why don't we get our beer for the podcast right now?" Because we walked past a brewery, and I'm like, Chris, you're a goddamn genius, Gump. And we go out there, and you know what? I actually hate myself. I hate past Peter for
genius level is not like
that's not on this one.
You know what sucks, Pat? This is the only one that even spoke to us at all.
I had chosen a different one, and Pierre's like, "What about the Italian ice?" I'm like, "Sure."
That's a lie.
I said the pills.
Okay, so and this is your first time listening to the podcast. Well, how we do this pregame is we talk about last week's pregame, and then we talk about this week's pregame. And we've kind of gone in reverse order, but that's all right. We're going to get there. Last week, Chris and I went to Arizona. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're a Chicago listener and you're thinking like, well, this city's kind of gone to shit somewhat, and you were looking maybe to move somewhere, let me tell you what, Arizona's not the spot.
Arizona has everything you want. Weird shit going on behind the Dollar Tree. Prostitutes walking down the street at 12 in the afternoon.
Yep.
Yes, I like it.
Drugs everywhere.
Everything.
Right now, you're not selling me, Chris.
Phoenix is the laziest big city ever.
A complete empty downtown area in the morning, afternoon, and night. It's glorious.
It's insane. Phoenix is insanely just dead.
Oh, and if you're looking for like a grocery store, a convenience store in downtown Phoenix, Yeah, good luck.
How hot was it down there?
So that was the other thing. And if you like the heat, you might as well. You could literally bake it. I feel like you could bake a pizza in the heat that they had there. It was insane.
It was hot.
The other thing is, it's like it doesn't change. Like it's all. It just felt like dusty desert. And
Because it is a desert.
thanks, Captain Obvious. But you get that feel. Like here in Chicago, you got different views. You got different. Everything is the same out there. It was weird. The only one of the nice things. There's two nice things. A, Scottsdale, ladies and gentlemen. If you're about to get married, check out Scottsdale for a bachelor party, or the mountains. The views of the mountains. There's nothing better. Nothing, Pat. Nothing. It's amazing.
They have mountains
Nothing.
outside of Vegas too. Don't forget.
Pat, there's nothing better.
Thanks, Pat. Thanks for providing into that Arizona conversation with us.
I wasn't in Arizona. I don't have much. I don't have much.
Just throwing in a Las Vegas mountain random comment. You're the best. All right, so wedding was great.
How are the tacos down there? Were the tacos good at least?
You know,
Mexican food good?
Chris is not
Never got any tacos.
Well, no, we did.
Oh, we got tacos from Jack in the Box.
And those were Burger King.
Those are the Burger King tacos, baby.
Yeah.
Is that a birdhouse on the side of your? Yeah, that is.
Where?
On the side of your neighbor's. I'll take a picture and I'll put this in the podcast. On the side of, right there by the windows.
Yeah, no, that's a vent. That's an old vent for the kitchen.
Oh, well.
Bird's probably living in it.
Birds
probably living in it.
No,
now,
I just saw a bird flew in there and it looked like it kind of looks like a.
But
pond.
that's what it was at one point.
Nice. So the wedding was great.
Congratulations to Miguel.
Yes, Miguel, Instagram follower. Not sure if he listens to the podcast. Still don't know.
I was at the wedding, but congratulations to Miguel.
Yeah. Hey, let's give it a cheers. No cheers around the horn.
Oh, cheers with this garbage. Nice.
Yeah, cheers around the horn for somebody getting married.
His wife's a nice lady, or now wife.
Yeah, wife.
We also found out that he's moving 6 houses down from a rental property in Jefferson Park here.
Wait a minute, he's on.
Yeah, he's literally
my
gonna,
neighbor.
yeah, he's gonna be literally like 2 blocks over from you.
Nice, gonna be my neighbor. Welcome to the neighborhood.
Yeah, we told him that, and he's like,
I gotta find a new place.
Yeah, he looked into getting out of there.
Can't break the deal, guys. It's too late.
Too late in the game. So
You guys will be running past his house.
we could
Never.
The only probably I get it. They're both.
But the 6 blocks like toward away, or which way down the?
He's six houses.
Six houses.
Yeah, which way?
We're at the end of the block.
Yeah, but he could be on the next block.
Oh no, he's on the same block.
Okay. I looked at the house at Winnie Mac when I was looking at houses. I'm like, this is a little too close to rental property.
Nah.
It's a little bit too close.
Here, you should buy a place in Elmwood Park right next to the.
I would 100%.
We'll put you in the room that's got a waterfall.
Oh, what a treat! So he can wake up in the morning and his head going down the stairs.
And
The waterfall?
It's got a built-in waterfall.
Yeah, the one that's got the back room
with a leak-
that has the
with a
leak.
leak comes
Oh, nice. I forgot about that. Nice. So Miguel's wedding, the whole thing was great. The wedding was great. It was just all in Spanish, so it's kind of hard for me and Chris to kind of follow along, which is a little weird. But one thing I did really, really like, and I might steal if I get married, is where they went around the table, Pat. You know how you're supposed to go around and say hello and thank you to everybody?
Well, some do, some don't. Like I don't think Joe did that at his wedding, right? No, at least he didn't come to our table.
No, Joe took pictures with certain people, and that was about it. Yeah.
Oh, they had people come up to them if they want to get a picture. They did they did a 1 minute clock for each table to do a picture, and you had a 1 minute to get it together, good to go, and they go, everybody picture, good, go. And like once every table took a picture, everybody kind of said the hellos and got that done in like 15 seconds. It was tremendous.
Nice. How big of a wedding was it?
Maybe about 100, 150.
So it was good. So like a smaller, it's on the smaller
It wasn't
side.
like-
Could have done better with the DJ. Miguel, I'm telling you right now. I talked to you at the night. We could have spiced in a little bit, and then we ended up at a gay bar, and it was pretty.
It was
good.
awesome.
Yeah, pretty.
Were you very popular, Chris?
No, I was not.
No, Chris was definitely not. But we did get not proposed or propositioned in the bathroom.
It was that was a good time.
Yeah.
Not to be. We have an extra SD card here somewhere. Is that what's going on?
Yeah.
There? Okay.
Yeah,
Why
because
is
we
that?
forgot the one time.
Okay, just
Yeah.
making sure.
We bought one.
Just making sure we don't have like one of these missing a card.
No, we definitely have an extra one here. I love the outdoor podcast, by the way. Gives me a lot to look at. Minus my headphones are like just a little too tight, but that's all right. We're not going to talk about that.
Just a little too tight.
I should switch with Chris. That's probably what I should do here, but that's okay.
Yeah, I'm in a good spot.
Yeah, you might have to get up and go to some Coors Lights.
Well, they're the same length, so it wouldn't matter.
No,
If I
he's
get
got
up
the
and get
extra
some-
cord,
yeah.
you silly goose.
Oh, do I? No, Pat has the extra
Oh,
card.
Pat has the extra cord.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. All right, so I got some stuff I wanted to throw at you guys this week.
Oh, you're going to throw some stuff at us, huh?
Yeah. First thing is, Pat, did you see what happened to the Alabama baseball coach?
That's the guy that was. This is old news, isn't it? It was a couple weeks ago where he was like gambling. He was.
I don't know. Joe gave it to me for the podcast, and I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah.
This happened
I've
a few weeks
never
ago
heard
where he was like he was giving like it was basically he was like involved in gambling, right?
Yeah, he was gambling on college baseball games.
He had somebody betting.
So here I'll
on him for it.
No. It was on his phone. So here I'll tell you what it is. It was from. Crap! What is the what's the big betting one that everybody does?
FanDuel.
DraftKings.
No, DraftKings. So he was on DraftKings from his phone. He's bet the Alabama LSU game, and LSU is like really good in college baseball.
That's where he put like the shitty pitcher in, right?
Yeah, well, something like that. There was some or another, but no one had bet. No one. The reason DraftKings is like this is weird because no one bets college baseball. Yeah. No one. He was like one of 5
things are playing.
He was one of 5 people who bet on college. Not Alabama. College baseball.
Yeah, when I read the thing, I saw that they had scratched the normal starter and they put a guy that hadn't pitched like all year.
Yeah, that's exactly what they did.
And so this idiot, so they stopped all betting on Alabama. And this guy got fired. He's got to make probably close to $200,000, maybe 200 and plus. And he couldn't have been betting enough to sponsor his.
He had to bet enough to raise suspicion because there's probably nobody betting more than like $20 on those games.
That's true.
Comes in with like a $30,000 bet.
$30,000 bet. Yeah. No, but his dumbass is now banned for life from coaching college baseball.
Yeah, seems about right.
Yeah. No, it does.
Yeah.
How stupid can you be?
Well, apparently that's stupid.
Maybe he was just really tired of coaching Alabama.
Yeah, but now what do you do?
Honestly, who wants to be Tuscaloosa, Alabama?
I mean, two of the 5 most dangerous cities are in Alabama.
Are they really?
I am.
Yeah.
You know what though? They talk. Oh, here's another one. That's another one I want to talk about. Pat talking about Alabama.
Yeah, Chicago's not even in the top 15.
I did not know that.
Oh, nice.
Number uno. Any guesses?
East St. Louis.
Flint, Michigan.
It's St. Louis, but I don't know why East St. Louis, but it's St. Louis.
Oh, St. Louis is the most dangerous?
East St. Louis is on the Illinois side, and normally it's pretty bad.
Well,
East St. Louis is really bad. I did an audit there.
St. Louis, they said St. Louis in the article I read.
Well, I guess I'm not going to St. Louis anytime soon. Sorry, St. Louis. If you've got fans out there, we appreciate you, but I'm not coming to your city. I got enough shenanigans here where...
Did you guys see up on North Avenue today or yesterday?
Where they opened the beach and like 4 hours later they were gunshots.
Yeah, and there were cops all over the beach too, so they caught the guys like right away. But luckily nobody got shot. But they were firing shots around.
For any reason or just
two groups of people got into some bullshit.
And they got them. Oh, jeez.
And they pulled the one belly gun. They're doing bad checks, but at the beach now, but they're not going to do like wanding of people.
Yeah.
Which I'm not sure. I'm guessing that this guy was probably carrying a gun, not in a bag.
Yes, exactly.
Easily.
Well, hopefully they
because they were like the guys like there were cops literally everywhere, and they just ran over there and got him.
Good Lord.
Not the smartest people in the world. But I don't know if you heard about in Tinley Park, Illinois. They had a carnival last Saturday, and 400 kids
flash mobbed it up,
and they weren't like messing with the people there. They just came there to cause absolute chaos, and they canceled Sunday. So if you had plans for Sunday or tickets for Sunday, they got canceled. You get your money back, but it's just like, and then,
goddamn youths.
I forget what suburb, but a suburb had a carnival they were going to do, and they canceled it altogether because they don't want to have to deal with these kids.
Damn millennials.
Gen
Z were millennials, right?
I don't want to get over the political,
idea.
but don't you think that couldn't you? I feel like something has to happen to the parents on that. Like you have to have somewhat knowledge of what your kids doing.
I mean, you probably know your kids going there, but you don't know what they're doing, right?
Yeah,
it's like, you don't know. What
that's
they're
tough.
doing.
You're right. But then, do you make it more of a?
If they had coach the kids to do it, or if the kids or if the parents blatantly provide like alcohol and the kid gets like in a car accident,
that makes sense.
That's like on you too. But if you don't know about it, it's kind of like
it's tough. It's hard. It's tough. I just don't know how you quell. I feel like you go to the parents and say, "Hey, we're coming after you for this. We're not gonna go to jail or anything like that. We're gonna find you."
The kids didn't get like. They didn't get like.
They got 5 of the kids.
Yeah, they got 5 kids for.
And I'm sure they'll get more of them as those 5 kids spew and it'll end up.
They charged them with they were fighting, so it was like almost like something along the lines of disturbing the peace or something like that. But
yeah,
so
you should get them off for rioting.
Some minor stuff.
Yeah,
nothing crazy or anything like that.
Again, it's kids being kids, but at some point, like you just got to be careful.
Well,
That's
it's like,
bullshit.
I mean, the thing is, they got what they want, right? They got the social media presence for it.
Yes.
They got
Yep.
the
They went
launch, the
viral.
views or whatever.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, and they were talking like they were. I read like a little bit on it, and it's like they're all these cops were on social media to find like these flash mobs
Yep.
and everything that
Yep.
come through, and I think they found out, but it was like the last minute. And they just didn't have the resources to deal with it.
Also, I mean, the Tinley Park Police Department can't be that big, right?
No, yeah, they had to call in other suburbs to help with the issue. Yeah,
or like some other small suburb. Like there's not many cops there. It's just not.
Yeah.
because not all the kids were from Tinley Park.
No, they
either,
weren't.
obviously, Yeah,
No.
I mean, there's only.
They're
Like,
not even all from Illinois.
I mean, those places are
Oh,
like.
what- that-
I mean,
I-
those
yeah.
those
Wow.
cities are like 20, 30,000 people.
Because Tinley Park's pretty. I could be wrong, but I thought it was pretty close to Indiana.
Tinley Park's where the amphitheater's at.
yeah, but it's not super far from Indiana
pretty
either.
close.
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
close to the
That's what I
border.
thought. Because that's where
Hey, Pat,
Julia.
nobody likes a smart ass.
Yeah, you stupid God. All right, next story I got for you. Did you guys hear this story? This one it came on the radio
Yes,
twice.
I did hear this story.
Shut up, stupid.
Good to see somebody else get some anger directed towards them.
Nobody likes a smart ass, Chris.
Yeah. You both suck. In Florida, at a bar called Banditos,
Ooh, banditos. I like it.
a gentleman decided to take a pee outside.
We've all been there.
Yeah.
This is sounding like it's going down the wrong way alley here.
Oh, not great. And there's a beautiful lake right next to Banditos where you can get some fish tacos. And he decided, I'm a little tipsy. I don't want to go wait for the bar. I'm having a cigarette. I'll just take a pee right here. Alligator scares the crap out of him. He falls to the ground. Alligator grabs his arm, rips it right off.
Oh, baby.
Man loses his arm. Alligator is caught and his arm is in the belly.
Did he get his arm back?
Nope. He
Oh,
is
boo.
an armless man now, but how there cannot be much worse than that. But at least he saved the old Johnson, so that's good.
True. Was the pee worth it?
The juice wasn't worth the squeeze in that one.
Should have probably just went to the bar.
Figuratively and literally.
Is there a worse way to die though?
To get eaten by an alligator?
To get killed by an alligator?
I don't know.
I feel like a shark attack might be worse. The sharks like fuck with you. They'll like bite you and then they'll like let you go.
I don't know. Yeah, I feel like a bear attack may be bad too. Don't they eat you from like the butthole?
I'm not
Coyotes do for sure.
I'm not sure about
Yeah.
that.
Hyenas do for sure. Have you ever watched a hyena kill a bull?
No, don't want to.
I feel like rats now. That should be pretty bad.
Yeah, that's not good. Crap. All right, there's quite a few. There's
That Criminal Minds episode where the guy like they gash him so the rats can come get him.
Oh God, I don't want to see that one now. That's probably gonna be the next one I'm gonna watch. Thanks, Pat.
Thanks, Pat. Thanks. You can just rock us both to sleep tonight.
It was crazy. I don't know what I was
I got
watching.
you, baby.
I don't know how this came up or thing like it was one of those like like 20 things you didn't know, and it was about like crazy torture things or ways to die, and legitimately in the medieval times they used to have these kind of dungeons that they would put you in, and it was just big enough for you to stand up in, but you could not sit, could not lay down, nothing, and then they wouldn't feed you, and it was close enough that you could hear like the parties going on around you, but you starved to death. Like that was the punishment.
Oh, that sounds awful.
Psychologically.
I was like, wow, people were cruel back
I
in the
mean, the
day.
effects of like solitary confinement are like insane.
Oh yeah, I was listening to a prison podcast, and I think it's like 70% of people.
Is that with the prisoners?
No, it was like a drug king guy or a guy who used to smuggle drugs for the cartel. He's a white guy actually in Oregon, and he was talking to a prison guard from California, and I think it's like 70% of people who get into jail immediately ask for protective custody. And protective custody, I believe, is pretty much
Like 23 hours a day in confinement.
Yeah, it's kind of like solitary confinement.
It's solitary, but it's not solitary. It's like you're just isolated.
Yeah.
That's kind of crazy. That's how scary jail is, that you immediately just want to go to protective custody.
Either that or you can be Bubba's best friend.
I'd go to protective custody for sure.
You'd be all right.
You'd be very popular down there, Chris.
You're a big boy.
I'd be terrified.
So only take candy bar on the first day.
Oh yeah, don't. If anybody offers anything in jail, just say no. Don't ever. You never want to owe anybody anything. Like you don't ever take anything.
Yeah.
That's a pretty crazy story. And then we got the Denver Nuggets sweeping LA.
Denver
Nation,
Nuggets,
baby.
Nugget Nation.
The Saturday Night Pregame Podcast is all about the Nug Nation.
We're pro Nag Nation.
And now we got game 6
tonight.
On Celtics in Miami.
In Miami.
If Miami wins, me and Hamilton are going to an NBA Finals game.
That's pretty sweet.
Are you really?
Yeah, we're gonna go. We're gonna try to go to one.
How are you gonna do that?
Well, he's gonna get Ken C.
Okay.
Or Kenny G to give us his private jet down to Miami.
Oh, that seems real sick.
And he's gonna put us on Castaway Island.
Nice.
Yes, as they're building a homeless island.
You going to
in
Pedophile
Miami.
Island?
No,
No.
Castaway Island. This
Castaway.
homeless island.
Homeless island, bro.
Not going to Epstein's Island?
No, hell
No,
no.
it is for sale though, Pat. So if you got a little extra change in your pocket, you might be able to handle that.
Yeah, no problem.
And then
Throw a down payment on it.
and then we'll be in standing room like nosebleeds of the
You'll be outside the arena watching the screen.
probably. But it'll be like we're there.
And then did the Golden Knights finish out Dallas or no?
No, Dallas won, so they're playing tonight too.
You know what's funny? I knew I should have bet on that game last night. I felt like, oh well, but I thought that
And then the Panthers won the other game, right?
Yeah, they've swept.
so it's 2 sweeps and then now it's 3-1 and then 3-2.
Yep.
Do you think it's more advantageous for Denver that they've had these few days to rest, or you think it's bad?
No, it's probably bad. Unless Miami wins tonight, because they've been off for they'll be off for almost 10 days before the NBA Finals
Wow.
begin. The NBA Finals don't start until Thursday.
That, like extra rest is not like a hopeful thing.
No, the
'cause
coach came out and said he's like,
Yeah.
trying to keep that rhythm and everything going.
Yes.
You're in a rhythm, like,
And
you're just sitting
and
around.
especially 10 days. That's like you just started a mini vacation. Like
Yeah.
you're already looking forward to, all right, this is almost over. I want to be done.
I mean, if the Celtics kind of come back though, and let's say they win these next 2 games, they got to be kind of like emotionally drained going into that series too a little bit.
I mean, you could, but you could also ride that high too.
And just
I
keep
mean,
going. If you win 4 in a row
look what happened in,
and you go right to the NBA Finals, forget about
Look
it.
what happened in 2004 with the Red Sox. The Red Sox were down 3-0 to the Yankees, ended up beating the Yankees in 7 games, and then swept the Cardinals in the World Series.
Gotta love sweeping
All
the
right.
Cardinals.
I'm done with the headphones. So
There you
if you guys got to be paying attention to the
You're pretty
sound.
good.
What'd you say, Peter?
Pat.
Who?
Nobody likes the smartest, Pat. I think that's anytime Pat. So every time Pat dislikes something, we have to drink. Anytime Pat makes a smartest comment, we have to drink too now. There's 2 drinking. There's gonna be a lot of drinking
A lot
on
of
this
drinking
podcast.
for a lot of drinking for you people out there in
Yeah.
TV land.
Out in the Ubas
In the YouTubies.
YouTubies. Did you guys see that Ron DeSantis has entered the 2024 presidential?
I tried to click
Through
the link,
some
but it
tech-
didn't work.
Yeah, did you see? You see all the issues on that?
I did see the issues.
He
I
was
didn't
so
click it.
pissed. And then Trump.
Well, he spun it that he broke the internet, is what he spun it as.
That's a good move,
That's not a bad idea.
dude.
Oh,
dude,
God.
yeah, that beer sucks so much.
What nickname did Trump settle on with Ron?
He's
with
got
Ronnie
2.
D?
He's got a few actually, but in
Because he focused tested the names.
yes, he did.
The important issues he's focused
Meatball
tested.
Ron is the one I like the best.
I'm
I'm on
Meatball
the
Ron.
Meatball Ron.
Paul about probably talk about pot calling the kettle black there, meatball there.
Yeah. True. There's a lot of good stuff going on in the neighborhood here.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys can hear any of that, but the neighbors are getting a little wild over there.
This is last Saturday. We could have had like some background music. They had a kid's birthday party like over there, and it was booming over here.
Oh, baby.
I can't wait for our first night podcast, and we got the lights. It's gonna look great.
Great.
Do a little
Tremendous.
What do you guys? So Memorial Day weekend. This is one of my favorite weekends of the year. It's this. 4th of July is a good one, but this one's a really good one because it's like the first weekend of summer. Do you guys have anything you're looking forward to this summer? And we got a little barbecue tomorrow. What's the go-to on a barbecue? What's your go-to?
Well, usually most places like burger and sausage. So I go with the burger. I get a little combo of both. Most people don't get too crazy with it.
If you're cooking, Pat, and you get to choose what you're cooking, what are you cooking?
Well, you'll find out in a few weeks what I do when I do my cookout here.
Oh,
Why do I have to wait?
nobody's gonna come here.
Yeah,
That's okay.
I think we've already set up plans for that day.
That's good. Good. There's two less people
I can only imagine how many people. Like this is going to be insanely packed, by the way.
Oh, insanely packed.
Me and
I
Chris,
hope.
we could be the
Is your
bartenders.
family showing up? Is your family showing
Oh,
up?
maybe we'll get a
Can we
jury
get a
situation.
Can we get a battle royale?
No, there might be. Yeah.
Oh, come to Papa, baby.
So my own uncle will not be there. He lives in Carolina. So.
Oh yeah. Well,
Joe gave us a little bit of it. We won't go into it, but yeah, I did feel bad. I heard a little bit more of it, and it sounded like Pat was trying to be a peacekeeper, ladies and gentlemen. Pat
I mean,
being
that's
the
a
peacekeeper-
first.
Pat being the peakeeper, or not.
not egging people on.
Yeah, that's you know how bad that.
Well, I
fight
was
could've
afraid
been.
we were gonna get thrown out of a Longhorn Steakhouse. If I was be honest.
How do you get? Hey, what? How do you get thrown out of an Applebee's?
I felt like Ricky Bobby.
How do you get thrown out of an Applebee's?
I'm like,
Oh, we'll show you how.
I feel like Ricky Bobby. Like everything's just perfect here. Like, oh no, it's not.
Oh, boys. Well, families can be kind of wild, huh?
You can choose your friends, but you can't choose your family, ladies and gentlemen.
Ain't that the truth? So what do you got? So then, Chris, what are you looking forward to? What's
I'm going with the hot dog, all the trimmings.
Dude, I can't wait for a hot dog.
They're always even though they take 38 minutes off your life, every one you eat.
Those are
Can't go wrong.
Those are the shitty minutes at the end you don't want anyways, right?
Yeah.
When you're dying of cancer, they'll cut out 38 minutes of it.
No, nice. Well,
Thanks, hot dog.
I want to know how they came up with this scientific proof that it takes up 38 minutes. It's a nice solid number.
What if you get like an uncured, like all natural hot dog?
That's probably even worse. It's probably like 15 minutes. It's probably
No,
like
you're
45
right.
minutes.
That's what they talk about is what's insanely bad for you, and this sucks because me and Chris eat so much encased meat, but processed food and encased meat are the worst for you.
Yeah, I mean you can get like the uncured ones, which are a little better,
Yeah.
Yep.
but they don't last as long once you open them, so you kind of got to eat them
Nope.
all.
That's the problem with when we get the ones from Costco. There's nothing better than the hot dogs from Costco, but you get like a jumbo pack of like 70, and you have to open it and then freeze a bunch of them.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything
roll
you're
up.
looking forward to in the summer? What's
In
going
the
on?
summer?
Is there one thing that you're super excited
Chris
for?
is ready to show off his beach bod at the volleyball next week.
No, not at
Oh,
all.
ladies and gentlemen, we can't forget about that.
I'm thinking that, June 11th, 10 p.m., live from the Radius Amphitheater in Chinatown. Me, Peter, Brian Hamilton, and Joe Keneally. Tiesto 2.
That's a Sunday Fed, so don't worry, we're not doing that.
I know because I know the 10th is.
Yeah.
What's the 10th?
His party.
I've already.
Oh man, son of a gun.
Yeah, you're
What?
gonna probably need that Tiesto concert to forget about what happened here on the 10th.
Oh God, I can only imagine my parents and your family together. It's gonna be a wild one.
I can't wait.
Oh, neither can I.
I don't know where else we're going to be, but yeah, can't wait for it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. I do like kind of podcasting a little bit more with the headphones on. Personally, I feel like you're locked in a little bit better.
And it's also nice that you can hear yourself.
That's true. Okay, then Pat, what are you looking forward to?
Let's play some golf.
Yeah,
Golf season's on.
I don't know, Pat.
Golf is on.
I started tuning in a little bit towards the end of the round last.
Yeah,
yesterday.
and then look, Pat. You got a good stroke, Pat. Real good stroke.
Started to break the rust off a little bit. If somebody had played with me last weekend, I might be ahead of schedule here, and the rust breaking.
You can
out.
let them know tomorrow.
Yeah,
Ladies and gentlemen, if you ever need birth control, just hang around the kid. Just hang around the kid for 5 seconds. We were at the Mayfest, and it's just like, Jesus Christ. It is insane. Like, kids are just insane.
Tomorrow we can tell Joe what this is your future, Joe.
Oh, yeah. I wonder, is the little one going to be there? You got to imagine, right?
Where else
I
would
would
she go?
assume so.
The parents' place? No?
The parents are probably going to be there.
Maybe they'll take her away.
I don't think so.
Maybe they
Maybe.
There's going to be a whole herd of kids probably.
Oh, no.
Oh, terrific. Thanks,
Oh,
Pat,
you
for
know what
ruining it.
sucks? We're going to bring the volleyball stuff there, and they're going to want to play.
Or they're not going to want to set up because there's kids running around. They don't hit.
Smack 'em
Oh,
in
I
the
already
face.
told Frank.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, hey. Oh, come on. I was like, hey. I'm coming there. I'm going to, ladies and gentlemen, year 2.
Peter,
Saturday Night Pregame
Peter likes to
Podcast.
dominate.
Volleyball. We're starting June 4th.
Maybe
Super
lose
excited.
a bunch of nobodies tomorrow, and then we're like, all right, back to
Yeah,
the
we're gonna feel
drawing board,
good.
guys.
Yeah, Mark actually wants to practice, and I feel bad because we're gonna be at the party.
That's right. Mark's on the team this year.
Yes, and Lindsay, and all the rest of the clowns.
Nice. I can put myself on the bench to start off with.
Yeah, me, Chris, and Brian Hamilton could be the B team that comes in.
This was the worst idea in the world.
Oh, it was so terrible. Ladies and
Hopwell,
gentlemen, Hopwell,
do
suck
better.
it.
Do better.
Suck it. I'm never buying another beer from you ever, and that's a effing promise.
Oh, that was
And you could take that to the bank.
You could take it to the bank and cash that check. All right, who's gonna grab the next round?
I will, because it's
Okay.
easy probably for me.
All right, and just do me a favor, take a look and make sure that red light's going up there. Yeah,
Chris, if you want to give me a shandy to throw in the fridge, please.
I'll take a shandy too. Thank you, sir. Watch all the cords on your feet there,
I
buddy.
believe they're in the bag in
Okay.
the fridge, if I'm not mistaken.
And
that
watch
Joe
all those
brought.
nice, beautiful cords. I know it's crazy. Yep, and the red lights. Yeah, the red lights blinking. You can flip it around. Yeah, nice. So, ladies and gentlemen, we
So what are you
started
looking
off
forward to
wrong.
this summer, Peter.
Well, of course, Morgan Wallen. I cannot wait for that. But here's a side note on that. I wouldn't be upset if he didn't play because we do have to go to Indianapolis the next day. So if he decided he needed another week, all right, I'm okay. Because then he's gonna.
But if they don't reschedule it, then what happens?
Well, but he's gonna reschedule it. He's not gonna come back to Chicago, and maybe it'll be next summer where there's not as many weddings. This is one of those years that we got caught by all the weddings. So kind of it's good, but it also kind of it's very happy to be a part of or in or going to and celebrating with these people, but at the same time, it's like, damn it.
Most of the weddings are in the fall. No?
Well, we got John's, but we got to do bachelor parties, and then you know us, we start working again hardcore by end of July, middle of July. So we got like one more month of freedom. Yeah, your watch is not there, buddy.
I know. I never wear one.
Good check though. But you know, we live in the best city in the world. So like today, me and Chris found this Mayfest thing. Like it's like 1:30. We don't want to come over too early and you know, bug you and Katrina. So we're like, what do you want to do? And I was like, hey, let's go check this thing out. And there's just always little things going on in the city. So it's like, okay, I have to stay home. It's like not the worst city to be. If you were in Phoenix, let me tell you what, Pat. If the Arizona Diamondbacks are not in town in Phoenix, nothing is going on.
So you're basically saying you're doing anything to get away from Lauren is what I'm hearing?
No, she was out. So her friend Nicole, she went and visited her, and you know they went shopping together, and they had a whole day of it.
Nice.
Yeah.
They go to Home Depot, get some plants.
I don't know if they had time, Pat. I don't know if they had time. There's never enough time for the homes and the depots. Actually, I got to go look for some plants. I wanna spruce up the old plant situation. You know what I'm saying?
You can just pick and choose from the trees here if you want.
I saw this. Look at this. It's looking great back here. Pat, how did this take you a whole weekend to landscape this? I mean, you didn't even cut the grass, you silly goose.
Well, I cut the grass last weekend.
Did you really? This is from last weekend?
1 week, yes.
No way.
Yeah. So what is it? What we did?
Is that just because you water it so much?
Well, I've been trying to grow it a little bit, yeah. And so we took out. There was a whole shit ton of weeds. Like it's like all the weeds out there on this thing over here.
Oh yeah.
So tons of weeds. I had to get 15 bags of mulch. I did the lights behind us. I had put all the lights up, all the other stuff.
Oh, because you take them off during the.
Yeah.
What'd you say, Chris?
I couldn't find the shanties. I was like, sitting in the refrigerator.
Told you they're in the bag.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, look at this gem. This gem of a man.
Oh, they're in the bag.
All right. Oh, actually, a good beer. Finally. So Joseph is actually couch shopping right now, and then he's going out for dinner with his in-laws.
Going out for dinner, or they're making dinner.
No,
Going out.
I did ask that too, because I wonder if they're maybe doing some barbecue together. No, they're going out to dinner together.
Nice. Sounds like a wonderful time.
Oh, and then, ladies and gentlemen, the Saturday Night Pregame Podcast might have a new
Member?
a new mascot. My parents are looking at a puppy, and it is the cutest thing in the entire world. I want it for myself.
Kind of dog?
Like a
Kind of like a baby-
terrier shepherd mix?
Yeah, it looks like a German Shepherd, but it's like the size of a terrier. So it's like,
I'll probably
Perfect.
take you to Pound Town, Pat.
oh, get on top of that and ride
Yeah,
it.
let
like
you
a
know.
wave.
I assert my dominance now on these.
Pat, how was the how was the game Thursday that you went to? So again, we're going to We're going to the Cubs game tonight.
Well, it was cold as hell.
Yeah.
Oh, baby.
It's getting a little chillier
They
now.
lost 10-1. So all around, great day. Great
They haven't
day.
won.
Solid.
They lost yesterday.
They've lost 19-1 over the last two games.
Great day
Jesus.
at the ballpark. Yeah. So hopefully today will be a little better weather-wise, and it'll be a little more luck for the team. Hopefully we'll
see. Hopefully we'll see a win.
Italian pitching. It should be real great.
Yeah,
game for us.
that's a loss. Chalk it up.
Call it a day.
You know what's crazy? The Cubs are 6 games currently under 500, and they are like 5.5 out of first place. Only.
Yeah, the Central Division is just garbage.
I
Both
think
Central Divisions.
David Ross said the other day, he's like, you guys are still in. How do you feel about it? They're like, oh, thank God for shitty play in the division. He literally said that.
I mean, if you look at both Central Divisions, they are just god awful.
Nobody's running away with this
No.
division. The only way the Cubs make the playoffs is if they win the division. Clearly,
Yeah, they're not making the wild card.
nobody in this division is making the wild card.
No. I mean, you could see there's some other teams that are really bad too. Like that National League East is not that great besides Atlanta.
If you look at it, no teams besides like a few of them are like nobody's really running away with it.
Yeah, the only good division is the American League East,
Yeah,
where they could probably send all 5 teams to the playoffs.
I couldn't
there.
believe that the Orioles are in second.
Yeah, they're playing great.
Yeah.
It's nice to see a
I
change.
guess when you draft first for 20 consecutive years, you're bound to get lucky a few times.
Wait, who's that? What team?
The Orioles.
Baltimore.
Oh yeah.
They're in second place in the East. They're ahead of the Yankees, the Blue Jays, and the Red Sox.
The Rays have been still on fire, right?
Yeah, but they're only 3 games behind the Rays. They've been that good too.
Yeah, the Rays have just been insane.
Yeah.
They're going to kick the Cubs' ass next week.
Starting Monday.
Yep.
That's what I like to hear.
Those tickets got sold, by the way.
Ooh, baby, we'd like to hear that.
I mean, it was crazy
Money, money, money.
what we got for
Grateful Dead.
Grateful
Ooh.
Dead. Ladies and
Do
gentlemen.
we just become Grateful Dead fans? I think so, guys.
Yeah.
I think we did. I love those stoners.
I mean, yeah, they're way to go for them.
I'm trying to find. There was another story I want to bring in here, but it's not going as well as I'd like it to.
You're unprepared as usual.
Yeah, not gonna
Fans,
lie to you.
get used to this.
I mean,
if you're new to the podcast,
you spent all morning running and going to Mayfest instead of looking up stories.
You know what
here.
sucks? I literally have three topics on my desk right now that I forgot to bring.
Yeah, Pierre always writes down stuff.
I did
never
remember
brings
one
it.
though. The Bandito was a good one, and I
Yeah,
was thinking about that all week.
The Bandito.
The Frito Bandito.
No.
And then that led into if there was a way that the worst way, like the one way, if you could choose not to die by, what would that be?
I don't think drowning. I'd want to drown.
You know what's weird?
You
Drowning's
pass
actually
out before you,
yes.
you actually.
So it's actually not. It's not a very difficult like death.
Do you think you pass out when you fall to death too? Because like you can't catch your breath as you're going down. If you're high enough up.
Maybe.
I didn't think about that at all. Fire would be the worst.
Burning to death. Yeah, that'd be pretty shitty.
Yeah.
It's insanely painful. It's kind of hot. You're sweating a little bit.
I think also if like you get shot and you're like bleeding out and you know you're gonna like
That's not great either.
like where not like a headshot but like you got like something.
Maybe an airplane going down because you know you're going down.
I don't know. Those things go crazy when they go. They usually go like you lose. I think you lose consciousness in that too, right? Because
I don't know.
Because
if
they drop so quick, like you're gonna lose consciousness when the cabin drops out real quick. Unless it's like a controlled descent, which usually it's like if you ever watch the ones that go down there, like it's going and it's like
I don't know. They were
massive free fall.
They had me going last week on the flight out to Phoenix. We got some turbulence, and you couldn't hear because the guy's microphone was all jacked up, so you could only get like bits and pieces of what he's saying, and you're just seeing people move back and forth. Get your seatbelts on, blah blah. I'm like,
worse than
what's
Austin.
going on?
Worse than going to Austin.
That flight to Austin was
To Austin, not from Austin. To Austin.
Was so bad.
That was bad. That was probably one of the worst flights I've ever been on.
The turbulence was not nearly as bad. No, that one in Austin.
I
Was like a roller
literally went
coaster.
up in the air on the one.
Yeah, that was like a roller coaster.
Yeah, that was pretty rough. Did you guys see the article? There was somebody on an Asian air flight. It was a short flight. I think it was like an hour flight. That he opened the door on the plane.
I did see that. I meant to bring that
One
one
of
up.
one of the passengers opened the door mid-flight.
Yeah.
Luckily, somehow nobody got sucked out of the plane and nobody died. Thankfully.
Why did he open the door?
Clearly
Psychotic
nuts.
break.
Clearly nuts.
I thought maybe he had a reason or something.
There's like videos of people it's obviously it becomes like a massive wind tunnel because you know, they must have got below because nobody had masks on, so they must have got below where there's oxygen in the atmosphere again. Right away, they must have just dropped the plane down right away.
If they got that down and you were able to move and there wasn't such a wind tunnel,
I would have beat the shit
exactly.
out of it.
Taking turns.
Wait till we get off this plane, motherfucker. Wait till we get off this plane.
Land this plane, baby, and don't even just taxi it around, baby.
Yeah.
I won't even mind that I'm not getting off the plane yet.
Give me a Chicago landing where we land in Indiana and we get a good 30 minutes taxi back. Oh, I can't wait.
We're going to get a turn on this guy.
The passengers, I guess, tried to stop him as he was doing. Like they noticed he was doing, it and they tried to stop him, and they weren't quick enough.
That's crazy.
What a piece of shit.
I mean, yeah.
What an absolute piece of shit.
You could take down. That's like the one pilot that he was
in France.
In France, where he crashed the plane.
He committed mass suicide by
killing everybody else on the plane.
He waited for the co-pilot to go use the washroom, locked him out, and sent it right into the mountain.
And they think that they could be what happened with the Malaysian one. They don't know that one either.
There was a little bit of talk because the pilot was doing some weird shit, flight simulator wise.
That one they just have no idea on that one still.
That's nuts.
They don't even know where that plane's at really still. Like where it landed.
No, they have no idea. But they did find parts of it, so they know that it's landed in the ocean, but they don't know exactly.
Yeah, no idea where.
But the ocean currents move so fast that you just have no idea.
And over there's that's just like brutal ocean too. It's not like you're not near land over there where they think it crashed.
All right, well let's liven this podcast up. Let's end it on a little.
No, I think we keep it depressing.
Yeah,
you're doing a great job of it, Pat. Wait, Chris, let me get in here. Tell me if you can hear it.
No, because the volume's all the way down.
Oh, why are you such a pansy?
Because I fade out, baby. Oh,
and we're back.
We're back from
the depressing power hour.
I love that part. Who the hell is Gene?
Oh, Gene.
Why did we text Gene?
Gene, baby.
I have no idea who Gene is.
Hi, Gene.
Oh God, I hope I didn't text
Gene,
the person
don't
named Jay.
lose your
okay, we
number.
didn't. So a couple kind of cool things. One is they found 5,000 new species in the ocean. By the way,
fancy.
That's insane. We should stop exploring up there and explore our own oceans. There's got to be a ton of things in there that we have no idea about.
Like the Kraken.
It could be
the Kraken.
Mermaids. Anybody? I've read so many things on how stupid that mermaid episode was, or that mermaid thing was on Discovery. And I'm not gonna lie, I was one of those who was kind of like, I guess it could happen.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Little Mermaid remake there for a second.
Oh no, Little Mermaid remake. I've heard. Again, you gotta love the world.
It's too woke.
It's because she's not white. It's no one. I'm not gonna see it. Like, shut up, Jesus Christ.
At least they got rid of the red hair. Those red hairs.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't remember the Little Mermaid that well. It was not one of the ones I watched.
All I know is that the castles had penises.
Yes, yeah, a lot of penis, and a lot of the artists drew a lot of penises.
Because they were overworked.
Nice.
I also I found this out yesterday. They remade the Rugrats. They CGI'd it. I don't like it.
Oh yeah,
it's not a cartoon. It's like not like drawing or anything like that. It's like
they remade the Rugrats.
Yeah, it's a CGI like type thing.
Is it on Disney or what?
No, it's on Nickelodeon.
Right. I don't
Didn't like it. Did not like what I saw.
They're like in the '60s. They did this Romeo and Juliet, and the Romeo and Juliet. The Juliet was 16, and the Romeo was 17, and they did like nude scenes with them, and they sued. They sued like they've been in the process of suing them for child pornography. And the courts just disallowed it under the First Amendment. Right. Yeah, Supreme Court just disallowed it.
I mean, they did get paid for it, right? I guess.
What's up?
They got paid for it, I guess, right?
Yeah, it's kind of late in the game. So 5,000 new species. Elon Musk Neuralink, the link that they put in your brain, and it allows you it allows them to control the brain.
That's where the paralyzed person can walk
yes,
in, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's cool.
Well, they also just did a thing where it's an even newer thing where they put a chip or something in a guy's brain, and it allowed him to think. He was paralyzed, allowed him to think, and now he can move, and he can do stairs. He can get down on his knees.
Get out!
It's insane.
That's pretty gnarly.
It's so insane. The world is going to be.
That sounds like such a bad.
It's not like yeah.
It sounds like it should be used for such good things, but it's going to end up doing. They're going to use it for something bad.
It's going to be soldiers, like
yeah.
Oh yeah, that's for sure.
Just run into the front line.
Yeah, you're going to change your mindset to be like, just
run out there.
Yeah. You can't be scared. Just go.
You could be a decoy.
Yes.
Butterfly population grew by 200% higher in people's gardens than other habitats.
Katrina grew butterfly last year.
Grew a butterfly, or
yeah, she got like a caterpillar, and then like it cocooned up, and then it became a.
She actually found it, or she bought it, or what? What do you mean?
I think one of her students gave it to her.
Oh, that's nice.
Insane.
Yeah, it was actually a very pretty butterfly. We released it over there.
Cool.
9 people who had won millions in the lottery teamed up to restore historic Lido to its former glory look. I think that Lido Lido is an open air swimming pool open to the public. So that's kind of nice of those people.
Yeah, I mean, you could spend your money on anything and decide to restore it nice.
It's super nice. In Wisconsin, the most expensive property just went for sale, $35 million.
In Lake Geneva.
Yeah, it was the Drake Mansion.
Looks pretty badass. I don't know if you.
I know. I don't know if I.
Pat, you think we can chip in and get it for me and you?
I told Katrina, like, even if I told Katrina, I don't think I can even afford the maintenance on that house.
I couldn't afford the real estate.
The real estate tax is like that's one thing. The real estate tax is like the upkeep of like maintaining that, like the lawn and the pool and all that stuff. And I'm like, I don't think I even afford the upkeep for that either.
Pat's got a tent on the back of his lawnmower. Okay, I got this far today. Tent up here, and I'm gonna finish the rest tomorrow.
If you guys had a bunch of money, is there anything that you would donate to like repair or do something like that to donate?
No kill shelters for the animals.
That's a nice one.
Yeah, I would. 100%. I would do like
I feel like people screw this all up and breed too many animals, and they don't, and then they're like, oh, nobody wants it.
So would you like create your own shelter or like give money to existing shelters?
Yeah,
I would try to do like a little bit, maybe like a mixture of both. Like I wouldn't like I do like maybe like 1 or 2 of my own, and then donate to other ones that are kind of established, just so that you get more room, stuff like that.
I think I would also contribute to mental health.
Yeah. I could get behind
initiatives because I think there's just so much issues with that. A lot of the homeless populations.
I think in Chicago.
Pat's all about the Catholic charities.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think I would do a couple things. I think I would do like you see all these people in tents everywhere, like some kind of like there's got to be some space where you can put like some kind of like temporary housing for maybe these people. Yeah. And then I think I would give to like Lincoln Park Zoo to a degree.
Yeah,
it's fair. I mean, conservation projects.
Phoenix. I'm sorry not to cut you off, but Phoenix had a zoo, and you had to pay for it. And I just think about how lucky we are in this city that we get that beautiful, beautiful zoo.
Particularly that back end of the zoo, where like they've redone like the first half, and then they got that back end where you kind of loop around there. Like I feel like you could get rid of that and make it like really make some new exhibits for stuff there.
Yeah, unfortunately, the 55-year-old black horned rhino just passed. They euthanized it because it was on its way out.
Park?
Yeah.
Well, they had a baby one a few years ago. So they got a baby one there.
That's good.
And now you're hearing the train. By the way, that noise is planes going to away
Leaving
from
O'Hare.
away from O'Hare Airport this time.
It's pretty low. All right, boys.
Gotta climb, baby. Gotta climb.
Yeah, he can. Hey, Pat.
Circle.
Hey, Pat. They can hear you. They can hear you. Don't worry about it.
Hey, Pierre, nobody likes a smart ass.
He's not doing. I'm not sure what simulator route he's going on, but that ain't natural.
Yeah,
coach.
that ain't natural, Coach. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you again here for joining us on a beautiful Saturday night. As my boy Leaf Bryce says, there ain't no party like a pregame party.
Yeah, Pat.
Chris, what can they do?
They can subscribe, like, ring the bell,
Check
and
us out
follow
on-
us on Instagram and Twitter at the podcast S&P.
And if you're feeling
And
funky,
if you're feeling really froggy and you want to talk to Pat Lynch and say, hey, Pat Lynch, stop being a smartass, email him at the S&P podcast at
My liver can't
gmail.com.
take anymore. My liver can't take
do
anymore.
it, baby.
Bye.